What up, YouTube? Get the screen out of my face. Hold on. CliffBeats, no script off the rip. All right, so one of my last videos I left you guys with was actually a live feed. And in case you missed this or missed the live feed, I wanted to take a minute to keep you updated on what was going on with the channel. I'm pretty sure you're tired of these videos. I'm tired of making them as much as you're tired of watching them. But I figure I'd keep you updated. We did get a bit of good news, but it's still a little vague news. So I'm going to run this by you. I'm going to show you some emails and let you know what's going on. Listen, I know a lot of people have a lot of requests. I know people have made a lot of donations on Patreon. Vice versa. I'm trying to do my best to work with YouTube and I guess rekindle our relationship and just wash the slate clean, because there's nothing you can really do with dealing with YouTube. They implemented some new laws back in 2020 that basically made it to where they're immune to any type of litigation, lawsuits, anything like that, any legal recourse. So what I wanted to bring to your attention was, if you're unfamiliar with what was happening, was, so when you get a copyright strike from a video, you get two choices. You can either contact the claimant, and you and the claimant can discuss it and figure it out. They tell you to take the video down, or they'll be like, hey, I appreciate the free promotion. Sorry on our end. If you continue to react to our artists, then we'll remove the copyright strike and you're good to go. I have been getting attacked by this one email address personally that is claiming everyone's content. I mean, everybody from Ren to, Eminem to the Beatles to Harry Mack to Tom McDonald. I mean, some of these people I even spoken to personally about it. Some people I'm not going to list. I'm not going to name everybody on here, but it's been everywhere, all over the place. So what I've been doing, I've had 94 copyright strikes within 150 days, and I've beaten them all. I've asked them all to take me to court. And there's something called a counter notification, which is your second option. So like I said, you can contact the claimant, or your second option is to send in a counter notification, basically stating that, hey, you have to fill out a bunch of information, all your legal stuff, basically asking for everything besides like your blood or like a urine sample. But the claimant doesn't give you any of their information, and YouTube would not give me any of their information to give to my attorneys, which was very awkward, very weird, because I couldn't contact the claimant. Their email address was not connected to anything besides the YouTube or their YouTube account or whatever. But if you try to message them on Gmail, you get an error message saying that the mailbox is full, or that they don't recognize the email. Anyways, so that option was out the window. So how I kept on beating these was I would submit counter notifications, basically stating that, hey, this is fair use. I do a deep in-depth analysis, and I'm basically doing free promoting for the artist. I mean no harm. I'm not claiming this content as my own, and I mean I'm protected under fair use. Now, if you upload someone's content, like let's just say Eminem, all right, if you upload someone's content and pretend to be Eminem, or you upload a song from Eminem and you don't say anything, YouTube's going to take that down, and you've broken that's copyright infringement. You've broken the law. You can't just upload somebody else's content and be like, hey, this is mine, without adding any value to it. So what happened with me was I was doing my typical thing, fighting copyright strikes nonstop from this one company. I work with every other company. They're very nice. They're very cordial. I always try to get permission. I'm never trying to do anybody wrong. I get it. Some people don't like reaction channels or whatever the fucking case may be, but I try to do breakdowns. I try to really understand new music and watch stuff you guys want to listen to, and just have a connection and make people who are in love with jazz fall in love with, let's just say rock and roll or hip hop, vice versa. Beatboxing all of a sudden translates into listening to Linkin Park. You never know. I love bringing people together, man. And my issue was this. I submitted a counter notification for one video about 2 weeks ago, and it went through just fine. I know how to do them. I've been doing them for over a year. I've only had 1 year of a working channel here on YouTube. The other year has been absolute pandemonium. Then I submitted another one a few days later. I got hit with like 4 at once. And I went to submit another one, and the next morning I woke up around 1 in the morning because my phone was just going ding, 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 ding. And I read the email. And I went through this on my live, so if you've already seen this, you know the backstory, but I got some information to share. I read the email, and it basically said, like, you don't have the rights to this video. we will not forward your counter notification to the claimant. YouTube claims they do not get in between you and the claimant. They will not mediate between you and the claimant. That is for a judge and jury to decide. But YouTube just decided on their own that I am not within the rights of fair use for a video that I did. I'm not going to go into naming names and stuff like that, but let's just say I have permission, okay? And I was blown away, so I was like, okay, well, this is maybe I missed something. Maybe I misspelled my address, my name. I don't know. I spoke to one representative who was a complete asshole who threatened to take down my channel, and I was like, what? You don't even have authority to do that, but please go ahead. By all means, take down my channel, and you know what I'm saying? That makes me look better. Like, thank you for putting this in this chat conversation so I can send this over to my attorney. I ended the chat. I went to go hop into another chat 10 minutes later after cooling down, and they blocked me from chatting with anybody. They just said all you can do is email somebody. And if anybody knows, you can go to my Twitter right now. YouTube will not answer me at all. I tried to reach out to them on Twitter for the past, 4 months, 5 months. No response to anything that I've been asking them questions about. They won't even respond to my emails. So that's why I said I wanted a fresh start. So, after I'm like, okay, I can't get back in. I'll just see what I can do later on in the day. So I wait about 4 or 5 hours, and I can actually chat. I go to the chat box. I meet this amazing representative named Echo. He sees what's going on for 5 minutes. He looks at my case, and he goes, dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm a content creator myself, and this is worrisome. I'm going to forward this right away to our review team. I can't make any promises. My hands are tied because I obviously work for YouTube and I can't discuss anything further. But I will follow up with an email here shortly. I said, thank you so much. I mean, within a few minutes, he realized, okay, something was wrong. I went from having one guy he even accused me. He's like, stop abusing our system. You know, he said, you're a thief. You're abusing our system. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that makes no sense. I'm like, I'm just asking you, like, what's going on? And you're calling me names. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's defamation of character. I wouldn't steal anything from anybody. And there's no reason to steal. And this other guy looks at it and he goes, yeah, I'm totally on your side on this one. I'll message you in a moment. Within 15 minutes, he sent me an email like, hey, Cliff, I sent you this email. I wanted to follow up. And I couldn't say too much. I don't want to put this guy on blast. All right. He just basically said, I got your back. Let me see what I could do. I forwarded this as quick as possible. So now we're going to get into the emails. Okay. You ready? See my face being a little bit red? Because I'm still worked up about this. But we have some good news here. Semi-good news. I don't really know how to take this, so let's just see how this goes. But let me pull this up. So, this is a conversation between me and Den. I really don't want to get into it too much, but I'll read it anyway. It goes, hi there. Do I have to pull this up? No, I don't. Sorry. My bad. You're not going to see me for a second. You're going to miss this. Hold on. You're going to miss this beautiful mug. Hold on a second. All right, so it goes, hi there. Hope this email finds you well. As promised, I'm sending this email as a follow-up on our chat conversation earlier regarding your issue with copyright. Please know that I've already escalated your concerns to our dedicated experts handling copyright investigation and relayed your text with the information we've discussed. Please expect to hear back as soon as I receive a response from them. Again, I can't promise anything, but I really want to exhaust all help that I can do for you to move forward. Thank you for your patience and kind understanding. Please let me know if you have any additional questions in the meantime. All the best, Den. And I'm nothing but respectful to everybody when I speak to them. Thank you, Den. I appreciate that more than you realize. I know it's out of your hands, and I know YouTube does not like me for some reason, but I'd like to fix our relationship. I don't know what I did wrong, but I feel like I've been flagged and punished for following the rules. Thank you, my friend. And then I said, hey, Den, I didn't get any response back for, how long was this? About 24 hours. So I said, hey, Den, just wanted to touch base with you. It appears that the counter notification I submitted was reversed. So at this point, I was seeking legal counsel. I already met with my attorneys. And they actually reversed. So I got a random email basically saying, like, ignore what happened before, and we submitted the counter notification. And where am I at? You can see my face. So I got a notification that was like, okay, ignore the previous response that you got that said that, I said it earlier, that We cannot forward this to the claimant. YouTube just decided they went up against DMCA copyright restriction laws. Basically, they broke the law. And I even said that to them in the chat. I was like, you broke the law. You can go to my Twitter. I'm like, that's DMCA copyright 101. Like, I am allowed to, submit a counter notification. That's for a judge and jury to decide. That's where you go to trial for. You can't decide what's fair use and what's not. That's what you go to court for. So anyways, let's get back to this really quick. I just wanted to share this with you so you guys know what's going on going forward. It appears that the counter notification I submitted was reversed. I'm not sure what to do from here, though. Is my channel still flagged from abusing the system? Even though it's a system I'm forced to use due to fake claims, can I continue to make content and be comfortable knowing I still can challenge this fake claimant who keeps claiming or who keeps coming after my content? No one from any department has gotten back to me, and I just want to do right by YouTube before I upload any content. Again, I'd love to start fresh with the platform and clear any bad/hard feelings. I've been trusted with this platform. I meant to say that. I didn't say that correctly. I've been trusted with this platform plenty of times, and I'm sure YouTube is frustrated with me. I don't think I meant trusted. I was probably half asleep. I was going on 2 days of no sleep. I just want to do right by you and have the best partnership we possibly can. Please let me know what your thoughts are at your convenience. Warm regards. Okay. Now, somebody else stepped in. Hi, CliffBeats. Thank you for your email, and I hope you're safe and well. This is Kat stepping in for Den. They always have somebody step in to usually give you bad news. And I was like, oh, shit, here we go. I'm reaching out to let you know that our internal team reviewed your counter notification. Here's what I found out. Great news. We routinely review all submissions to our web forums for a sign of potential misuse, and your counter notification was incorrectly flagged. Look it, incorrectly flagged in the process, which just seems to be happening to a lot of channels right now. We've now forwarded the counter notification you submitted, and you should receive a notice of that separately. Furthermore, claimants have 10 business days, yada, yada, yada. I've explained that to you before. They get 10 business days, which in reality is like 16 business days. 16 days in general. They don't count the weekends. But you only get 7 days to get your affairs in order. And I said, thank you, Kat. I just have one quick question, which nobody answered yet. I have this one claimant that keeps on claiming all of my content, and I'm afraid to even upload content now due to what happened with being flagged. Will I potentially be flagged again when I start putting content back out, or will I still be able to submit a counterclaims? I'd love to contact the claimant, but their email address isn't recognized by Google, and I get an error message. Do I need to be afraid to put out content? My only other option is to contact the claimant when this happens, and it happens very frequently. Thank you so much for helping me out with this. I hope to hear from you soon. All right, Kat came back with the copy and pasted response, basically explaining copyright 101 with me, which I already know. So it didn't help me. And I said, maybe I was misunderstood. I was asking if I will be able to submit counter notifications in the future. If I receive a strike, will I have the option to submit a counter notification? My channel was flagged for abusing your system when I was clearly following the rules. Can I submit counter notifications without being flagged? And I waited another day. They got back to me. And it happened yesterday, actually. And Kat came back and said, hi, CliffBeats. Thank you for your email and hope all is well with you. Yes, you should be able to submit counter notifications when your video gets removed from YouTube due to copyright strikes. You will only be flagged if you provide false information, which they just accused me of, so I'm a little weary here. Misuse of our process, such as submitting fraudulent documentation, may result in the termination of your account or other legal consequences, which is obvious, and it says you also may visit your help center and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is great news, but at the same time, it's a bit confusing because it was a copy and pasted answer along with, yes, you're good to go. You can upload content. You do have that option, but they also kind of threw in there like, but if, we see, or if we, deem it that you're stealing content, or if you deem it that you're submitting fraudulent content, then we can still take your channel down or terminate your channel. Which I know they have to put in there just to let you know that, but I already know that. I just wanted to make sure. So they told me yes, but I'm still a little hesitant. So, right now, I'm waiting for 2 copyright strikes to be resolved. bear with me. I'm going to start knocking out tons of content. I wanted to keep you updated on what was going on. A lot of people don't watch my live feeds, but when I did go live with this, there was like 300, 400, 500 people in there at one time, and it had, I think, like 4,000 views within one day. So thank you guys for watching with me and staying tuned in. It's usually when something's going on, I label it emergency press conference. Emergency press conference! Calling everyone in. AOD. But I wanted to keep you updated on what was going on and just remind you guys that not only me, but all of your favorite content creators are consistently fighting to be able to provide content to their viewers and people who love watching their content. So I've noticed over the last couple of days where I've taken a step back, I've had people messaging me, like threatening me, like their subscription to like my YouTube channel, which is free, if I don't push out content. And I'm like, well, I can't right now. I'm kind of waiting. So like they're holding this over my head, and I'm like, dude, if that's really an issue, then just unsubscribe from me. Like if, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you really have love for this channel and you want to spread positivity and you enjoy watching with me, just try to be patient along with your other favorite creators that might be having issues that aren't willing to discuss this live like I am. Like I'm willing to put this on the line so I can try to better this platform for our sake, for your sake, and for the platform's sake, because all of this is complete nonsense and we need to sort out these issues. I've been noticing a lot of channels just randomly getting deleted for or having issues because they're trying to start a second channel, and YouTube will flag them instantly and be like, oh, like, this channel is a fake or whatever. It happened to Knox recently. Like, he was impersonating himself. And Knox was like, what, dude? Can you fucking fix this? This is ridiculous, dude. And the last thing I want to see is something bad happen to anybody. So, this was my update to let you know that I am getting back to uploading content. So, anybody who was waving their little subscription over my head, I'm coming back. Take it easy. That's not going to help me with a fight with YouTube. But I do want to say thank you to everybody who's been patient, everybody who's made donation requests, and to everybody who just watches with me and spends, even if it's 1 second, clicking my video or misclicking my video. I don't care. Just thank you so much for spending any amount of time with me. It means a lot to me. And when I say this, I know I say this a lot and people give me flack for it, especially my girlfriend, but I love you guys, man. Like, you gave me an outlet and something I never knew I needed besides writing. Like, writing was my therapy, but this talking is even better sometimes, especially when it's with a group of people that now I call my family and my friends. And, as much as people tell me, like, hey, like, I wouldn't be here without you, this, and that, like, same goes for me. Like, I would not be here without you guys, and I know that. So I felt it was only right to make a really quick video and keep you updated on what was going on. I know that live was a bit of me. I wouldn't say having a meltdown, but a side of me of frustration. You're always going to get the real me, man. Happy, sad, mad, burnt out, fucking turned up. You're always going to get the real me, and that was me off of 2 days of no sleep and constantly arguing with bots, and these empty threats made by representatives who should not be employed or be in that position to talk to people. But, you got bad apples everywhere that you go. I'm going to cut this video, though, now, because I know it's been long and drawn out, but I wanted to give you an update, let you know I'm coming back this week, I'm pretty sure. In the meantime, I'm going to upload content that with people that I'm friends with, so I don't have to deal with any issues. And if there are any issues, I know I will 100% win because I have license permission. So I know it would never hold up in a court of law ever. So bear with me. As soon as these copyright strikes fall off, I know I have a. Why do I talk like Jar Jar Binks sometimes, man? I have tons of stuff to catch up on. But do me a favor, comment down below and be sure to let me know what I have to see. And I know I always ask this, and dude, I wish I say this all the time. I wish there were 10 of me, 10 me's, so I can get everything done at once. keep commenting, keep letting me know what I have to see. I see your guys' comments. I just can't keep up by myself. So you have to keep on, it helps me with the algorithm. Two, when I see somebody keep commenting, eventually it's going to click. And I'm like, fuck, I got to do that damn video. Because not that I feel bad, but I want to see it. It's just that I'm making promises and I have paid for donations and I'm trying to keep up with stuff that's new as well. So keep commenting down below. I'd love to have you. If this is your first time watching my video, thank you for putting up with my rant. And I appreciate you. And I hope you enjoy any content or my content going forward. And I can't wait to get right back to it, man. So I wanted to keep you updated. Again, I love you. I'm always here for you. Even when my channel is down, it's been disabled twice now. Well, it's been disabled twice, and then I've also been down for a manual review because I was deemed a non-trustworthy content creator. So they put my channel down for a few days to run checks on my system, and then weirdly, right after that, I was flagged for submitting a counter notification. So I don't know what's going on, but these systems I got in place are fucking booty. But I wanted to say thank you. I love you again. Anybody who watches with me, even if you don't watch with me and you stumbled across this video and happen to get to the end, if you deal with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, addiction, a bad breakup, whatever the case may be, I leave myself open to you because I would not be here without you guys. I know that. I will always know that. Reach out to me if you need someone to speak to. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to be able to fix all your problems. I am no doctor by any means, but I can be somebody that's there for you to lean on. And maybe if you want a little bit of guidance or maybe like a perspective from somebody else, I've got your back, man. I mean you no harm, I promise you. I know there's a lot of fucking bullshit and fake highlight reels here on the internet, and I try to, point out the bullshit and guide you in the right direction. I would never try to steer you wrong. And if you need me, just reach out. If you're uncomfortable with that, you're more than welcome to join my Discord. We have an amazing community that backs everybody up. It's so dope. It's so dope. And we're working on getting a Freestyle Friday going, or having it to where there's a room where there's beats are constantly playing and everybody can jump in there and freestyle. I want to get beatbox competitions going. Like, I have a lot of things I want to get lined up when this podcast drops as well, which is going to be coming over the summer. So there's a lot of great things coming, and that's going to be posted on my Patreon, which I would love to have you over there. I know it's a little bit pricey. I didn't set it up. I had help, and then I wanted to go back and change the prices. But since everybody already signed up, I can't touch a fucking thing. So now I'm locked in. So bear with me, and you can always get content for free on YouTube while I deal with this nonsense. Patreon is basically for people who want to support AOD and keep the channel afloat. Honestly, any funds that I make from this go right back into everything that I'm doing, the equipment to help building the podcast room, and everything going forward, to even paying to have people come out to do the podcast with me, which is probably how I'm going to have to start out, just keeping it a buck with you. People don't just fly out to do podcasts. I mean, I have friends that are already lined up on the guest list, but I'm saying there's people I'm going to reach out to and have to pay as well. And people aren't just going to come out for a few $100. It's probably going to cost me $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 to get, a 2-hour conversation with somebody. So, but I can't wait to do it. It's going to be very fun, and I'm very excited for it, and I can't wait to share it with you. Thanks for watching this video with me. Thank you for allowing me to deal with this shit, and I cannot wait to get back to doing what we were doing. As I always say, man, I just want to be able to make videos in peace and hang out with you guys and then go about my day. And we all have lives to lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have stuff to do. And anybody out there dealing with a job where it's constantly toxic or consistently toxic and stuff, try to work with whoever it is. And if it's not working, walk away. And I'm going to leave you with that message, man. And do what makes you happy. You trust your gut. Trust your heart. It's telling you everything that you need to know. Just listen to it. All right, I love you guys. Follow me to the next one. I'm going to start uploading a few videos of some friends of mine and people that I'm familiar with that I know YouTube won't give me any trouble with. Well, they might. This fake claimant might, but I could win those. I'll have no problem. I love you guys. Stay safe. Follow me to the next one. And thank you so much for being patient.